So you finally hit 10,000 subscribers and you want to know everything that there is to know about YouTube stories. Or maybe you haven't quite reached 10,000 yet, so you don't have access to the feature quite yet, but you want to be prepared for when you do. Either way, you're going to want to watch this entire video because I'm sharing an updated guide of everything you need to know about the new feature. What's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Brandy with Life Marketing, the digital marketing agency with a mission to help small businesses grow. And today we're covering everything you need to know about YouTube stories. But before I dive in, go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the channel for digital marketing videos every single week. All right, so let's start by answering the question, what is a YouTube story? YouTube says they are a collection of short videos. You can watch them on the mobile YouTube app from the top of your subscriptions feed, from your home page, or on some watch pages. Each story lasts 7 days. So as you're scrolling down on the home page or on the subscription page, you can run into stories on the stories shelf, or if you have not watched an account's stories yet, this will be signaled to you by the red circle around their profile picture and you can tap on it to watch. Now, if you're familiar with Instagram stories, you're probably already drawing comparisons between the two, like how Instagram stories last 24 hours before expiring, while we just heard that YouTube stories last 7 whole days. And that's a fair comparison because YouTube stories are kind of viewed as a direct copy from Instagram, who got it from Snapchat. So let's go ahead and get into the things that are similar and different about YouTube stories. Unlike Instagram stories, YouTube stories actually have a comment section. But in order for you to reply to comments, you have to post another story. You cannot write text back in the comment sections. YouTube says that comments on stories will expire with the story after 7 days. You can see comments on a story for 30 days in YouTube Studio. Next, YouTube will automatically put a subscriber button on your story that users can click on to subscribe to your channel, encouraging subscriber growth. The next thing is that YouTube stories have similar sticker functions like we've seen on Instagram, and one of them is that you can link out to different videos either from your own channel or from others. But the catch is that you can currently only link one video from your own channel per week. The next thing is that YouTube stories are 15 seconds long each, just like Instagram story slides, but unlike Instagram, they have a hard cutoff at 15 seconds. With Instagram, you can record up to 1 minute on the story cam and it just breaks it up into 4 individual 15-second slides. But with YouTube, it does not record past 15 seconds. Another difference that you may have noticed at the start of the video is that YouTube stories are not automatically available to everyone like stories are on Instagram. You have to have over 10K subscribers in order to get access to the stories function. And previously, YouTube said it could take 8 weeks after you get 10K subs for stories to show up. Now they're saying 7 days. Additionally, you cannot create stories if your channel's audience is set as made for kids. All right, so those are some of the similarities and differences between YouTube stories and other social media platform stories that we've used in the past. So now I'm going to hop on my phone and live screen share to show you how to create a YouTube story from your phone. Okay, so I'm on my phone now. I'm logged in on the YouTube mobile app. So if you hit the plus sign at the bottom, that's the create button, and then you'll click add to your story. And on this screen, this is your camera. You can use that flip button there to turn it around. You can use the flash there. You can see it gets brighter to turn flash off and on. You can add different filters here. So if you were on selfie cam, you could add different filters to yourself. It's worth noting that these seem a little bit more basic and like early Instagram filters. Instagram has an insane amount of filters now that you can choose from, but this is what we have for YouTube Shorts for now, with it being a new feature. And then if you want to select something from your camera roll, you can hit that square there on the top, on the bottom left, and that will allow you to look at your camera roll. In the top left, we have another filters button, and this lets you add different effects and filters to the whole screen instead of it being like sunglasses on your face or those types of filters. And then if I'm going to go ahead and take a picture here, and then we can look at the filters, or the options on the next screen. So again, if you want to go back and add a filter, you can do that here. you want to add text to the screen, you can @, somebody and by putting in their channel tag and mentioning them. Let's do Life Marketing. So we can @ them. You can change the colors. You can change the size. And when you hit done, you can drag it, move it around, use your thumbs to pinch and expand it to make it bigger or smaller. And if you pick it up and hold it, you can trash it there if you want to, if you don't want it on the screen anymore. And also, when you click the text button, there's a couple other things there at the top. So you can change the font. Let me type in Life Marketing again. You can change the font there at the top by just tapping on it, and it shows you what it looks like. It's right now got it in like the highlighter block font, but if you tap that A, you can either do translucent or none, or go back to normal. And then besides that, we have the left align, right align, and center align. So I'm gonna hit done on that. And then the next thing is draw. So they have different utensils there at the top. They have different colors down here. And again, you can change the thickness of how big you want your draw line to be. So let me just show you what all these look like. That's the marker. That's the pen. That's the highlighter, very faint. And then we have the eraser. Okay. And then stickers. So these top 3 are a little bit more interactive. So if you hit video, you can choose a video from your recents or from your own uploads. And then, like it says here, you can only share one of your own YouTube videos every 7 days. So if you post a lot of YouTube videos a week like we do, you'll just want to pick and choose wisely. I would recommend testing the different types of videos that you share every week. There's not a limit to how many videos you can share from other people's channels, just yours. So then we have the location sticker. You do have to allow access to your location. So if I just click allow once for the sake of this screen share, do Atlanta, Georgia, you can put that there. And then mention again. So let's type in Life Marketing. So this is a little bit different. You can mention somebody in your text here. Let me do that again just to show you again by adding the @ sign, but it does look different. So then when you click back to stickers, these are some of the other non-interactive stickers that YouTube just puts on here, and then some animated ones. If you click to emoji, you have all the different emojis there that you can put on there. And then if you click over to recent, if you've posted stories recently and you use kind of the same branded emojis or stickers a lot, those will show up here. Because I just used those 3 in the screen share, they're showing up here. So that's a quick little shortcut for you if you use stories a lot as well. So then you can either save it down there in the bottom left if you're wanting to save it and post it later, although I wouldn't advise doing that with these kind of stickers on there, because if you save it and post it later, it's not going to be clickable. They're only going to be clickable if you add them in real time. But if you had something that wasn't clickable, like let's just say Life Marketing is just plain text, this is something that you could save later and upload later and it would work the same. So let's hit next. And then it says creators are required to identify videos made for kids. Kids videos are subject to Children's Online Privacy Protection Act and other laws. Stories doesn't support videos made for kids. You must upload kids videos as regular YouTube videos. So that's just important to note again, that if your story is for kids, they're not supporting that at this time. So you can either hit don't show this message again or not, but that's there for as a reminder. And then if you want to upload, you would hit post. I'm not going to hit post just because this isn't a real story. This is just for example, but that's how you would do it. So I'm going to back out and hit discard. I'm going to exit out of the camera there. And if we did post in that top right hand corner where you see that Life Accounting logo, you would see the red circle ring around it, and it would be tappable. People would be able to tap our icon and watch our story. Okay, and you might have noticed in the top right hand corner that I am logged into our sister company's account right now. And that's just because I wanted to scroll down here and be able to show you guys what the life marketing stories look like from another account. So you can see here on the story shelf, there's me. We posted one of our Instagram reels to our stories. So I'm going to tap this and watch it. I've got the volume turned off just for the sake of this video, but you can see here what I was talking about earlier, that you can actually add comments to people's stories, which is a different feature for stories in general. And from the life marketing side, if we were to reply to a comment left here, it wouldn't be here in the text section, in the comment section. If life marketing, if we wanted to reply to a comment left on our YouTube story, we would have to make another YouTube story and respond to it almost like a questions and answer situation. So it would show up as a sticker, and it would show up as the comment that was left would show up as a sticker on our story, and we could respond to it either with a video in our story or with a picture and text on our story. And you can like it there. And if you want to continue watching stories, you can swipe up, which is more similar to like the Reels feature. And if you notice just then, when I swipe to the next one, there's a subscribe button, but there isn't on Life Marketing's story here. And it's because our sister company is already subscribed to us, so that button is not there, but we are not subscribed to this account, so you'll only see that button there when you're not subscribed. And then if we did have more than one story slide up, then you would tap right to the next slide. All right, so I'm going to tap out of this and go back to my home page here, and I'm going to jump back in front of the camera now. All right, so now that I've shown you how to make a YouTube story, let's talk about some different ideas for how your business can use them. Number one, if you already post to Instagram stories, take what you use for your IG stories and post them to your YouTube stories too. Just make them YouTube appropriate. Work smarter, not harder, right? Number two, behind the scenes of your company. Share a clip of how your product is made, how your employees work together, or a BTS clip of you making the videos that they see from you each week. Idea number three, alert people as to when a new video is out. But remember, you can only currently do this once a week, so use wisely. Number four, let people know about any sales, promotions, or general company updates your subscribers would care to know about. Quick question for you guys. Do you have any other ideas that you're thinking of for a YouTube story? Let me know in the comments. But otherwise, that's all I have for you today, guys. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next episode.